2022 Range Rover. And all its last 51 years, it just got 5 iterations. This goes to show its range and its clout. Let's get to work then. This is called the boss's chair, and the boss's chair get a one-touch recline option, and it takes about 24 seconds for the whole thing to stretch itself. And while do that, you can enjoy the Land Rover headphones. You get 2 of those. You have an 11.4-inch crystal display screen in front of you. You can connect and probably do Netflix and chill if you don't have anything great to do. Then while that happens, you also can take a 24-way massage. Hot, cold, hot stones, all kind of options are available right here in the control room over here. The driver can also operate that in case you are lazy. Once again, all the 4 seats gets massage option. That's important because you seldom get a luxury car with all the 4 seats having massage options. So that's a very, very nice feature. Everything here feels top-notch luxury, of course. Then you also get a very, very lazy feature. You know, luxury is lazy by nature. So what they have done is they've given you electronically adjusted coffee mug holder. Yes, you heard me right. This is electronically adjusted. Once you fire it, it takes about 9 seconds for it to completely fold in before you can manually open the lid and place your coffee mug. Now, this is the place which will be used most often in a Range Rover of this type because you are the boss. But in case you like to be in that seat, then that man over there has lots to tell you. I have ditched my suit because this range has a range of 900 mm for water wading. But seriously, who will take a 3+ crore car for that? But that you can is always a good thing. There's an electric Range Rover coming in a year's time. That definitely is not going swimming. From the outside, it might look like a huge car to drive, weighing 2.5 tons, but from the inside, it's a very supple car to drive. And that the rear axle can pivot up to 7 degrees makes turning a lot easier. There is absolutely no cabin noise. And the reason is the active noise cancellation signal coming out of the Meridian speakers, 35 of them, 600 watts, and 4 of them are exactly located in the headrest itself, so which soaks in most of the road noise, tire noise, mechanicals, and gives it this noise-free cabin. I really like how they have really thought about the driver in this range because everything is so really attuned to you. Look at this rear view mirror. One press of a button and the cameras light up here, and you can have a very, very clear view of the people behind you. Look at this, even this one. This has double shades. You can do this, and you can also put this back when it's sunny. It's not sunny right now. So all these things really are very good driving aids to really make your driving more pleasurable. This touchscreen in front of you is very crystal with very big icons. You can't really miss it, and it's very, very intuitive. So everything is very, very neatly laid out. They have really done a lot of hard work in making this prim and proper. You also get display in front of you, so when you're driving, the steering is very nice to hold, and you feel that you have behind a very, very fast and very, very powerful machine, and you never feel sense of underconfidence because A, you're driving at a very good height position, B, you have all the power that you need. Yes, it likes to be cornered, it likes to be driven very sedately, but the moment you're cornering hard, you will feel the body roll over. But I love the way Range Rover has really mapped driving on literally at a second floor position. When you're driving in this rain, what happens is that your rear camera gets attracted by a lot of mud and gravel, and you can't really have a good visibility. And what Range Rover has done is they've given you a washer for the rear view camera. Yes, you heard it right. And that really is a very nice little feature to have because that's actually required. Because even if you go for off-roading, you will need that camera to navigate you. And when you do off-roading, the camera and the 360 camera is so nicely integrated that you really don't need a spotter to help you navigate yourself. You can take it Just go alone, drive it on any surface, and you can come back home very smilingly. It's underpinned by an all-new chassis, a mostly aluminum configuration dubbed MLA Flex that works in conjunction with Land Rover's integrated chassis control. Moving this 3-litre diesel, Range Rover Autobiography edition is 345 brake horsepower and 700 Nm of torque. Now let me show you the whole boot mechanism. Don't underestimate the power of the boot. The Range Rover tailgate is an aristocratic movement in itself. The moment you fire it off, this thing slides itself automatically. You can also get the bottom half of the boot electronically operated. Yes, if you think that this is on a very high pedestal, you get an air suspension button here, and when you press it, this goes down. Yes, so loading and unloading becomes much more easier. So they have really thought about it completely. Not only this, you can also get the seats tumble down right from here. The front seats right now are reclining and it will fold out completely right from here. You see, like you can see the movement. In fact, both the seats I can do simultaneously. So if you have a big luggage, you can slide it all the way up to the driver's seat, almost touching the driver's seat. Yes, then you get acres of boot space. Now, once you're done tidying that, they've also given you some feature which perhaps you don't get in many boots, no matter what boot it is. You get a back seat. Think of it like this. You can sit and watch a sunset, sunrise. In my case, I'm watching a pond, birds flying, and have a good time. Yes. Now, when you want to put this all back in, you have to push this manually, and just one button here, and you see, in a synchronized manner, it shuts off. So that was the whole of tailgate for you. Now let's get back to driving. You sit at a very towering height, really, and look down upon everything else, quite literally. But that doesn't undermine the drivability and drive quality of this range, because it drives very supplely. You feel very comfortable in the driver's seat also. You get all the modes right on this knob here. When you're driving on eco or dynamic, it has 3 levels of air suspension which you can adjust to your drive condition and gives you added ground clearance. And the moment you take it on off-road and drive it on the mud or rocks, then off-road elements come into place and you can really choose all the modes that you get over here. Like right now I can see in front of me, I get a grass, gravel, snow, I get a mud, sand, everything else. Now this is one expensive door thug, very resounding. They have given an Autobiography badging on either side. This has only design aesthetics for it. There is no side step, there is no 23-inch rim. Both of them come as an option. This rides on 22-inch rim. The side step would be important because ingress and egress, especially for the elderly people, would be difficult. Yes, they have packed it to the brim with tech and features. There's pretty much nothing more to pick. Maybe they could have played more with the ambient lighting, because the GLS Maybach really scores on that. Even the interior of the GLS Maybach is, I think, a step ahead than the Range Rover. But in terms of tech and features, they are really not lagging behind. It's not the Range Rover of the yesteryears. It is of today, it is of tomorrow, and they have really gone all the way up in terms of design, in terms of aesthetics, in terms of drive quality. And having driven on the tarmac and on this environment, I can safely conclude that this Range Rover is the one you buy if 3+ crore is not something that you bother about. But this Range Rover right here has its range all mapped out for the future. And in the next one, you take care.